Hey, 49ers fans. What a night to be alive if you're riding with the San Francisco 49ers. This game against the Philadelphia Eagles will go down as one of the most memorable moments in recent NFL history. Not just because of the stakes, but because of the sheer willpower and resilience this team displayed. You could feel the tension before the game, knowing the Niners were on the road facing a formidable opponent, and at one point, they were considered underdogs by 6 points. But as the final whistle blew, any doubts were erased. This was a victory that showcased what makes this team special and why Kyle Shanahan's leadership continues to shine under pressure. From the opening drive, you could see the Niners were prepared to fight for every inch of the field. Philadelphia tried to dominate early with their talent and depth, but San Francisco came in with a level of focus and determination that refused to be shaken. Brock Purdy, despite a couple of early interceptions, showed why he is the cornerstone of this franchise. Each misstep was met with correction and poise. His connection with Christian McCaffrey and the supporting cast proved decisive, particularly on the drive that led to the game-winning touchdown. That throw to Demarcus Robinson for 61 yards, followed by the score to McCaffrey, highlighted not just individual talent, but the entire offensive unit's chemistry and mental toughness. One of the most impressive elements of this game was how the Niners handled adversity. Missing key players like Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, and Brandon Ayuk is a challenge by any measure, but San Francisco refused to be defined by absences. They found strength in their depth, with linebackers who were not expected to carry this kind of load stepping up to make crucial plays. And then there was the heartbreaking injury to George Kittle, tearing his Achilles early in the game. It was a moment that could have derailed the team entirely, but instead, the Niners rallied. They absorbed the shock, regrouped, and continued to execute at a high level, demonstrating that this squad thrives on perseverance and mental fortitude. Robert Saleh's defensive strategy deserves major credit as well. The Eagles have the NFL's most expensive offense, loaded with talent and capable of explosive plays, yet the Niners limited them in the second half and forced them into mistakes that prevented comeback. Saquon Barkley, after a strong first half, was contained to just 35 rushing yards in the second half, and the Eagles struggled to convert on critical third downs. The defensive game plan didn't rely on gimmicks, but rather on discipline, positioning, and trust in the players on the field. That combination of strategy and execution made it nearly impossible for Philadelphia to seize control. San Francisco's creativity on offense also played a huge role in securing the win. The trick play involving Sky Moore, Jawan Jennings, and Christian McCaffrey left the stadium in stunned silence. A textbook example of timing, precision, and preparation paying off under immense pressure. The Niners were able to silence the home crowd and march down the field, showing that they could seize momentum and refuse to be intimidated by the environment. Every drive, every snap, and every call was a statement that this team would not back down, no matter the circumstances. This game is not just a win in the standings. It is a testament to the culture of the organization. From the coaching staff to the players on the practice squad stepping into key roles, the 49ers demonstrated that their success is built on resilience, adaptability, and a relentless work ethic. They navigated the challenges of injuries, turnovers, and road adversity with composure and intelligence, leaving no doubt that this team can rise to the occasion when it matters most. Each player contributed, whether through crucial blocks, tackling assignments, or timely receptions. It was a holistic effort, a victory that will be remembered for years to come by the fans who have supported this team through highs and lows. Kyle Shanahan's play calling and in-game adjustments deserve a spotlight of their own. Every decision reflected an understanding of the opponent's tendencies, a willingness to adapt under pressure, and a commitment to putting the team in the best position to win. Even when faced with unexpected challenges, the team maintained discipline and focus. The offensive line created space where it seemed impossible. The receivers found gaps in coverage, and the running game delivered crucial yards when the passing lanes were congested. The combination of strategy and execution was flawless, showing why Shanahan is considered one of the NFL's elite coaches. Christian McCaffrey's performance cannot be overlooked. He fought through every tackle, every play, and every ounce of fatigue to deliver over 100 all-purpose yards, making plays not just in the open field, but in critical moments that sustained drives and kept the team in rhythm. His ability to absorb contact and still create explosive plays was vital, especially given the challenges of the Eagles' defense. Paired with Purdy's composure in the pocket, the chemistry between quarterback and running back was on full display, exemplifying what makes the Niners' offense so dynamic. This one also highlighted the importance of teamwork and adaptability. The Niners had to adjust their game plan constantly due to injuries and on-field developments. Yet each adjustment seemed seamless. Players who were thrust into new roles responded with confidence, discipline, and intensity. Every tackle, every block, every route run was executed with precision and urgency, illustrating that this team is prepared not just for the expected challenges, but for the unpredictable moments that define playoff football. The energy and spirit of this team were palpable throughout the game. Even when the Eagles seemed poised to gain momentum, the Niners refused to yield. They fought for every yard, every first down, and every opportunity to swing the game in their favor. The composure under pressure, combined with a relentless drive to compete, demonstrated a maturity and mental toughness beyond their years. It is this combination of skill, strategy, and heart that sets San Francisco apart and makes them a true contender in the NFL. Special teams also contributed in ways that often go unnoticed, but were crucial to maintaining field position and momentum. Every punt, every kick, and every return was executed to perfection, providing the offense with opportunities to sustain drives and the defense with breathing room to make key stops. The synchronization of all three phases of the game, the offense, defense, and special teams, showed a level of preparation and commitment that is rare, particularly under playoff pressure. The story of this game will not just be about a win, but about the resilience, creativity, and leadership that defined it. It is a testament to the culture built by the coaching staff and the players, where every challenge is met with determination and every setback becomes an opportunity to prove themselves. The 49ers' ability to execute under pressure, adapt to adversity, and maintain composure against a talented opponent is a blueprint for playoff success. This victory will resonate with fans long after the season concludes. It represents more than just a single game. It embodies the spirit of San Francisco football. From the heroics on the field to the strategic brilliance on the sidelines, the team has set a standard for what it means to compete at the highest level. Every player, from the starters to those filling in due to injuries, contributed to a performance that will be remembered as a defining moment of this season. As the Niners look ahead to their matchup with the Seattle Seahawks, all eyes are on how this team can replicate the resilience and execution that brought them this unforgettable win in Philadelphia. The Seahawks, coming off a week of rest, bring a well-prepared and confident squad, and their defense has proven time and again that it can challenge even the most dynamic offenses. For San Francisco, the lessons from the Eagles game are clear. It will take discipline, focus, and adaptability to succeed in Seattle. Every player will need to bring their best, not just individually, but as a cohesive unit, because this is the type of rivalry game where execution and mental toughness define the outcome. The story of the Niners this season has been one of overcoming adversity, and this next challenge is no different. They will need to find ways to generate pressure on the quarterback, limit explosive plays, and create opportunities for turnovers. Defensive coordinator Robert Saleh has already shown that his schemes can outmaneuver even the most talented offenses when his players execute at high level. The secondary will have to maintain tight coverage, and the front seven will need to collapse the pocket without overcommitting, creating a delicate balance that the Niners have practiced all season. On offense, Brock Purdy will once again be the centerpiece of the game plan. His ability to read defenses, make quick decisions, and deliver accurate passes under pressure is essential for San Francisco's success. The connection between Purdy and Christian McCaffrey continues to grow stronger, and McCaffrey's versatility will be key in keeping the Seattle defense off balance. Expect creative play calling, including screen passes, draws, and well-timed trick plays to exploit the Seahawks' tendencies. The offensive line will be under pressure to protect Purdy, particularly given the history of Seattle's pass rush. But their performance against the Eagles showed they are capable of rising to the occasion when it matters most. The mental aspect of the game cannot be overstated. Playing a team for the third time in a season presents unique challenges. The Seahawks know the Niners well, and every previous encounter will be analyzed and dissected. But that also means San Francisco has the opportunity to anticipate defensive schemes and prepare counters that can create separation and open lanes for big plays. The margin for error will be slim, and the team's ability to adjust on the fly will be critical. The players who stepped into larger roles against Philadelphia demonstrated that they can handle pressure and deliver when called upon, which bodes well for the challenges ahead. Special teams will once again play a pivotal role. Field position and the ability to flip momentum with a timely kick or punt return can change the course of a game, especially in hostile territory. San Francisco's special teams unit has shown precision and awareness throughout the season, and that discipline will be essential against Seattle. A blocked punt, a well-placed kick, or a return for positive yardage can set the tone early and give the offense the confidence to execute their game plan. Every detail matters, and the Niners' preparation in these areas will be tested in a way that could ultimately determine the outcome. The Seahawks' defense is formidable, but the Niners have strengths that can be exploited. Motion and misdirection in the backfield, coupled with the dynamic skill set of McCaffrey, can force Seattle to overcommit and open up opportunities for big plays downfield. The wide receivers will need to create separation quickly, and the offensive line must maintain cohesion against a pass rush that thrives on disrupting timing. Patience, precision, and timing will be crucial, and any lapse in execution could shift the momentum back to the Seahawks. San Francisco's ability to maintain composure and methodically work through these challenges will be tested like never before. On the defensive side, the absence of key players will again require the team to rely on depth and preparation. Linebackers and secondary players who may not be household names have been given opportunities to step up, and their performance has been a testament to the organization's depth and coaching. These players must continue to execute their assignments flawlessly, communicate effectively, and maintain discipline against a team that excels at exploiting defensive mistakes. The game plan will likely involve disguising coverages, mixing blitz packages, and creating pressure in unconventional ways to keep the Seahawks guessing. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comment below. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the NFL world, the San Francisco 49ers are reportedly on the verge of a seismic transformation. According to sources close to ESPN, two of the league's biggest stars have just signed with the Bay Area franchise, a development that could reshape the balance of power across the NFC. While official confirmations remain limited, the buzz around Levi's Stadium is already palpable, with fans and analysts alike speculating on the potential impact these signings could have on the 49ers roster. Insiders suggest that the acquisitions are not just about filling gaps, but signaling an aggressive push for championship contention. The identities of the players remain a closely guarded secret, fueling endless debates online about who could be making the leap. Some point to offensive firepower, imagining a star receiver joining forces with the Niners' already dynamic quarterback. Others suggest a defensive juggernaut could be arriving, potentially redefining the team's identity and giving San Francisco one of the most fearsome defenses in the league. The timing of these signings has only intensified the speculation. Analysts are questioning how these stars might fit into the 49ers system, and whether head coach Kyle Shanahan will adapt his playbook to maximize their talents. Social media is ablaze with mock rosters and fantasy projections, as fans attempt to picture a team suddenly equipped with superstar depth on both sides of the ball. Even rival teams are reportedly scrambling to reassess their strategies, aware that the addition of elite talent could tilt the scales in key divisional matchups. While some skeptics urge caution, noting that contract details and medical evaluations could still affect the final picture, the general consensus is that San Francisco has made a bold statement. The city's sports media landscape is already predicting a surge in ticket sales and merchandise, with supporters eager to witness the debut of their newly reinforced squad. If the rumors hold true, the 49ers could be poised for one of the most intriguing seasons in recent memory, with every game under intense scrutiny as fans and pundits alike try to gauge the true impact of these unexpected acquisitions. One thing is certain: the NFL world is watching, and the San Francisco 49ers are suddenly at the center of one of the league's most tantalizing storylines. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.